Hello, good day, good evening, hi everyone. Today we're going to take a look what is Docker volume. This is a lesson from the series of videos about the Docker. On previous lessons we spoke about the Docker the file, Docker image, also about the Docker container. On all of those videos available in the playlist Docker, and today we're going to continue and try to understand and try to work a little with such beneficial feature like Docker volume. What is the Docker volumes? It's a widely used and useful tool for ensuring data persistence while working in containers. They are a better alternative than compiling additional writable layers which increase Docker image size. It's information from the internet, and let's try to understand the situation. When we have, for example, different Docker containers, and as we already know from the previous lessons about the Docker, that this is like a virtual machine which has own infrastructure, which has own environment inside, and for example, when we have several Docker containers, they don't know nothing about each other, and inside information data inside those containers, they're not available between the containers, and that's why comes to help to handy this feature like Docker volume. So let's take a look on situation when we have, for example, several containers, and we want to share information data between those. That's why Docker volume is so important to have, and he has not much commands inside, and all of them we're going to most of them we're going to cover during this session, and to practice about each of those common. And one of the most important and widely used, it's Docker volume can create, and the name of the volume which we create. So we looking on the situation when we already have a Docker, and we have several Docker containers for our demo, and if you don't have, please take a look on the previous lesson where is covering how to create, how to manage Docker containers, and we're going to go to the Docker using Ubuntu, and let's take a look what we have. We have a list of containers, and we are ready to practice with the first command, which is Docker volume create, and the name of the volume, let's put like volume test 0. Okay, and now we see that those volume tests have been created. We can use command Docker volume list, and it shows that list of all available this volume tests have created. He does now we're ready to go forward and and we're going to tackle the already oh, by the way, before we need to mention that we have from previous lessons we covered situation when we need to run container, and this command we're going to use. As you remember from the previous lesson, Docker run, he has a lot of arguments, and one of those arguments is I'm going to copy those command and to place it before we go forward. it's better to view it. So this command basically says, please run the container in interactive mode with the name container1 and amount with this is similar to a volume. Source, we send in source volume test and create those folder volume test, and then destination is going to be also volume test using the Ubuntu image. Okay, so we are inside those container Ubuntu, and now let's check what we have. You see that inside the container folder volume test have been created, and we even ready to go inside those folder and to check. There is nothing because we just created it, and we're going just in terms of our experimentation to create some empty file, welcome1.txt, and check it. He is there, and we ready to go. We're ready to exit from this container, and we're going to use another command which is similar to previous. Only difference, it's going to create another container with the same information, same everything the same. Just difference, it's going to be another container. So it has mount arguments with source volume test and destination also volume test, basic the base image, it's Ubuntu. So we enter in those folder. I mean we enter in container, and we have the same folder, and let's go inside those folder, and you see we already have this the file inside the another container. We have the same file welcome1.txt, which is sharing what currently we just did. We created two different containers, and inside those first container we placed the welcome1.txt file, which at the same time available in the container second. So we already those folder volume test is available for those two containers. If we have, for example, 4 or 5 containers, I don't know why we need this currently, but for example we have at least 3 containers, and we're ready to use this file, I mean those folder, and sharing data between all of those containers. Now let's move to another command, and those command is you see this we using the docker run and the -v. It's similar to 2 dashes and volume, and then we sending to use the pvd command. As you remember from previous lesson, we already used those command, and its attribute instructs docker to mount the directory where the user is currently in. Since, for example, I'm going to right now going to exit from this second container and check. I'm currently in the my folder, and I'm going just to create a folder tmp, for example, and check those folder available. I'm going to move inside tmp, and for our practice I'm going to run this. I'm going to execute the command similar which we made before, when we had demonstration of two different containers. The difference in this case is going to be that we using the -v, which means volume, we setting to use the directory which we currently locating, it's tmp file, and we setting to share volume.txt file. So let's execute this command and let's check. We have a volume.txt file, and then when we're going inside, this folder is empty currently. So when we touch, for example, welcome host, because you will see in forward you're going to understand why I'm mentioned host. So we're creating this file and we're going out from it, and now let's check what we have. This is currently it shows that we in the container, inside container, we created welcome host txt file, which is also available on the host machine. Even in the case when, for example, some reasons to remove the container, the current container which was there, I mean this one, the data in the sharing folder is going to be available. So this file is going to be on the host machine on my computer, even when the doc container is not going to be run or will be just killed, I mean removed. So here will be saved. It's important when we're working with the sensitive data, and it's very important to keep those data in safe. Even when something will maybe pass, or in some case something happened with the container, those files will be on the host machine and is way available. So this is second scenarios when we working between the host machine and the container. Before, once more, I'm just reminding that we will has a practice working with two different containers, and we shared information between them. And now we had another example how we can share information between the host machine and the container. Moving forward, we're going to tackle this the command which is the docker volume list. We already used those commands in the start of our lesson. Now let's check once more. It's going to show us that we have volume test and volume 0. It's shared folders between our containers. Moving forward, so this command, just for clarification, this command prompts Docker to list all available volumes in our containers. Now let's go to another command, and the Docker volume inspect, and the name of the volume. It lists details of a volume, including its location on the host file. Everything stored within the data volume can also be found in the directory listed under the mount point path. So when I'm going to say Docker volume inspect, and the name, for example, volume txt, it's going to show information that we have, the information that we have this volume. He is locally available also, and it shows us the path when it's possible to find the folder volume txt. Let's check it. I'm going to play cd and this folder. Wait, I need to place. Okay, now it's not working, permission denied. I'm going to, in this case, to use sudo and Okay, so Docker volume inspect, and the name of the volume shows details about this volume. Now we're going to go and take a look on another command which goes docker volume rm and the name of your volume. Since we already have a test volume, we're going to work with it and to say volume text remove please this volume. We see that this volume is in use, so we cannot remove because the container is in use also. Okay, so we're going to remove docker volume and the name volume test 0, and we see we successfully removed it. Now when we're going to place docker volume list, we'll see, oh my apologies, we're going to see that we have one volume, and there is a last command which goes like docker volume prune. It means delete all unused docker volumes with a single command. So we're going to copy this command and to place it and execute. Let's now check. We see that there is no volumes, all volumes have been removed. There is no volumes available. This is it. We currently finished this short list of functionality for Docker volume, and if there is any questions related to this topic or any other topics, please leave the comments below after each lesson, and we're going to take a look and find the answer. If there is something not working in your computer after this lesson, also please leave the comment inside under the video, and it also will be it also will be shown in my list of comments, and I will react on it and will answer on your comments as soon as possible. Thank you everyone for your attention, for your time. Please subscribe to the channel, leave the comment, and please click on the like button. Have a great and beautiful day. All the great is out around us, and have everything lucky in all these lessons and any other topics or exercise which you practice in. Practice, and once more practice. Bye bye.